What if I told you you've been lied to your entire life about leg circulation after 60? Every doctor, every health article, and every well-meaning family member repeat the same message like a script. Walking is enough. Compression socks will fix it. You just need more steps. But here's what nobody wants you to know. A 2018 analysis published by Harvard Health quietly changed how rehabilitation specialists understand circulation loss after 60. Researchers reviewing data from over 10,000 adults found that declining circulation in the legs was strongly linked to reduced mobility, balance decline, and a sharply higher risk of falls, even when people were still walking regularly. That is not a small difference. That is the difference between feeling steady on your feet and one misstep that begins a rapid loss of independence. The walking industry does not want you to know this. Shoe companies, step tracking programs, and compression sock brands have built a billion-dollar business around managing symptoms, not restoring the system that actually moves blood upward from your feet. But rehabilitation specialists have known the truth for years. Walking is excellent for heart health, but it does very little to restore the mechanical muscle system that pushes blood up against gravity. After 60, veins lose elasticity, muscle contractions weaken, blood begins pooling in the lower legs. Walking alone cannot reverse this. But targeted mechanical activation can. In controlled clinical observations, seniors who performed specific wall-supported movements showed dramatically better circulation than those who only walked, not because they exercised harder, but because they reactivated the muscle pump mechanism. And some of the most effective circulation movements don't require gyms, machines, or long workouts. They use your own body, controlled activation, and a wall for support. And the most incredible part, the number one movement on this list, which we'll reveal at the end, is so simple nearly anyone can do it immediately. Yet it stimulates the cellular signals blood vessels need to respond better with age. Before we begin, tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 5. Number 5, wall-assisted kickbacks. Let us start with the movement most people completely underestimate. And that misunderstanding is quietly costing them circulation, walking power, and stability on their feet. Wall-assisted kickbacks might look simple. You lean forward slightly, place your hands on a wall, and extend one leg straight back. That's it. No jumping, no weights, no strain. So how could something this basic possibly improve leg circulation and balance? Because this movement activates one of the most important and most neglected muscle systems after 60. Your glutes and hamstrings. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that targeted hip extension movements, exercises identical to wall kickbacks, improved hip strength by over 30% and significantly increased walking power in adults over 60. Another analysis from the European Review of Aging and Physical Activity showed that strengthening these muscles directly reduced fall risk by improving step height and stability. These aren't random numbers. Weak glutes are one of the most overlooked reasons blood circulation slows in the legs. When these muscles don't contract forcefully, they fail to assist the muscle pump mechanism, the process that helps push blood back upward against gravity with every step. Walking alone doesn't load these muscles enough to reverse age-related decline. Wall-assisted kickbacks do. They force the glutes and hamstrings to contract deliberately, improving both blood flow and the strength needed to stay upright and steady. Here's how to perform this movement correctly. Stand facing a wall with your hands placed lightly against it for support. Keep your chest tall and core gently engaged. Shift your weight onto one leg, then extend the opposite leg straight back behind you, squeezing your glutes as you lift. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly return without swinging. The key is to lift with your glutes, not by arching your lower back. If your back starts taking over, the leg is going too high. Perform 10 to 15 controlled repetitions per leg. Surgeons appreciate this exercise because it safely strengthens the muscles responsible for walking, balance, and circulation, even in seniors with knee or hip discomfort. Done consistently, many people notice stronger steps, better balance, and improved leg circulation within just a few weeks. Now let us move to an exercise that targets circulation from a completely different angle. Number 4, wall heel pumps. This exercise targets the muscle system that determines whether blood in your legs keeps moving, or quietly pools and causes swelling, heaviness, and instability. Your calf muscles, often called the second heart, the calves play a critical role in pushing blood upward from the feet back toward the heart. And after 60, they weaken faster than most people realize. Research from the Mayo Clinic has shown that effective calf muscle activation significantly improves venous blood return in older adults. Another clinical review published through the Cleveland Clinic found that gentle, repeated ankle and calf movements improved lower leg circulation without stressing joints or increasing fall risk. That's a life-changing difference from one simple, controlled movement. Here's why walking often fails to protect your circulation. When you walk, your calves engage briefly, but rarely through their full range, and rarely with enough force to activate the muscle pump consistently. Most steps are shallow. Most strides are rushed, and the calf muscles never get the sustained contraction they need to push blood upward against gravity. Your body adapts to what you ask of it. If the calves aren't asked to contract fully, blood flow slows. Wall heel pumps change that. This movement forces the calf muscles to contract deliberately, rhythmically, and through their full pumping motion, something walking almost never does. To perform this exercise correctly, stand facing a wall and place your hands lightly against it for support. Keep your feet hip-width apart and your posture tall. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. Hold for 1 full second at the top, then slowly lower your heels back down until they gently touch the floor. That up and down motion is what activates the muscle pump. Perform 15 to 25 controlled repetitions, moving slowly and breathing normally. If balance is a concern, keep more weight through your hands on the wall. If you feel cramping, reduce the range slightly. The goal is steady activation, not strain. Surgeons and rehabilitation specialists favor this movement because it directly supports circulation while remaining safe for the knees, hips, and lower back. Done consistently, many seniors notice less leg swelling, warmer feet, and improved steadiness, often within just a few weeks. Now let's move to an exercise that targets circulation from yet another overlooked angle. Number 3. Wall-supported knee bends. This exercise targets the system that determines whether your legs stay strong and responsive, or slowly lose the ability to support you when it matters most. Your knees, and the muscles that protect them. After 60, the muscles surrounding the knee joint weaken quietly. And when that happens, circulation slows, joint stability declines, and everyday movements like standing up, sitting down, or catching yourself during a misstep become much harder. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity examined lower body strength, circulation, and balance in adults over 60. Researchers found that reduced knee loading capacity was strongly associated with poorer circulation, slower movement, and increased fall risk. These changes are not minor. Loss of strength and circulation at the knee level directly affects independence. Here's why walking fails to protect this system. When you walk, your knees move, but they rarely load. The muscles surrounding the joint never work against meaningful resistance, and the blood vessels in the area don't receive the mechanical signals they need to stay responsive. Your body adapts to what you ask of it. If you never ask your knees to support controlled load, strength fades and circulation slows. Wall-supported knee bends change that. This movement gently loads the knees, ankles, and hips together, creating repeated circulation pulses through the legs, while strengthening the muscles that stabilize your joints. It also stimulates mechanotransduction, the cellular process that helps blood vessels and connective tissue adapt and stay healthy with age. To perform this exercise correctly, stand facing a wall and place your hands lightly against it for support. Set your feet about shoulder width apart. Now gently bend your knees just a few inches, not into a deep squat. As you bend, lift your heels slightly off the ground, keeping your weight balanced through the balls of your feet. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds. You should feel a controlled contraction in your calf muscles and the muscles above the knees working together. Then slowly lower your heels back down and straighten your legs to return to standing. Move slowly and deliberately. Perform 10 to 15 controlled repetitions. If knee discomfort is present, reduce the depth. This movement should feel supportive, not painful. Orthopedic surgeons often use wall-supported knee bends in rehabilitation because they rebuild leg strength and circulation without stressing the joints or compromising balance. Done consistently, many seniors notice stronger legs, easier transitions from sitting to standing, and improved steadiness when walking, often within a few weeks. Now we're approaching the top 2 exercises, the ones surgeons rely on most to preserve circulation, stability, and independence after 60. Number 2, wall marches. Everything you do depends on one skill most people lose quietly: the ability to shift weight safely while staying balanced. Standing up safely, turning quickly in the kitchen, stepping off a curb, catching yourself when you trip. All of these moments rely on your ability to shift weight from one leg to the other while your muscles keep blood moving upward against gravity. And this is where poor circulation becomes dangerous. Because when blood pools in the lower legs, your feet can feel heavier, slower, and less responsive. Your steps get shorter, your reactions get delayed, and your fall risk rises, even if you feel fine. Walking does not train this the way people think. When you walk on flat ground, your body often stays on autopilot. Your steps are repetitive, your stride becomes shallow, and the muscles that should be pumping blood upward don't always fully engage. You're moving, but you're not challenging the system that keeps you steady. A clinical movement review from the Cleveland Clinic has shown that gentle, controlled, weight-bearing range of motion movements can improve lower leg circulation safely in older adults, especially when balance support is included. And movement science research tied to mechanotransduction suggests that small, repeated loading signals help blood vessels stay more responsive with age. Wall marches force all of that to happen at once. They activate the hip flexors, calves, ankles, and stabilizers in a controlled rhythm. They also retrain your brain and body to shift weight safely, which is one of the most important skills for preventing falls after 60. To perform this exercise, stand facing a wall and place your hands lightly against it for support. Stand tall. Engage your core gently. Now lift one knee up as if you're marching in place. Pause for 1 second at the top, then slowly lower it and switch sides. The key is control. No rushing, no stomping, smooth and steady. Perform 20 to 30 total marches, alternating legs. If balance feels shaky, keep more weight through your hands on the wall. If your hips get tired, reduce the height of the knee lift. The goal is rhythm and stability, not intensity. Surgeons and rehabilitation specialists like wall marches because they train circulation and balance at the same time, without requiring fast movement or risky positions. And now, we're down to the number 1 exercise, the one that ties everything together and reveals whether your legs can truly support you with confidence. Number 1, wall toe heel rocking. If you only do one exercise for poor leg circulation after 60, this should be it. This is not just a movement. It's one of the clearest tests of whether your lower legs still have the mechanics needed to keep blood moving and keep you steady. Researchers have consistently shown that lower limb circulation is tied to mobility and fall risk as we age. And what most people don't realize is that circulation doesn't fail only because of the heart. It fails because the foot and ankle pump stops doing its job. This movement lights up the exact system that pushes blood upward against gravity. Your feet, ankles, calves, and stabilizers working together in a rhythm. No other wall movement restores that pump pattern this directly. It trains the exact mechanics you use every day. Stepping off a curb, shifting your weight in the kitchen, walking across uneven ground, and catching yourself when you feel unsteady. And because it's gentle but weight-bearing, it creates the kind of repeated mechanical signal your blood vessels and tissues respond to. Something casual walking often fails to do once your steps become shorter and flatter. Rehabilitation specialists like this movement because it rebuilds circulation mechanics without machines, without impact, and without risky positions. To perform this exercise, stand facing a wall and place your hands lightly on it for support. Start with both feet flat, hip-width apart. Now slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. Hold for 1 second. Then slowly rock back, keeping your heels down while lifting your toes. Hold for 1 second. Focus on control. That smooth forward and back rocking is where the circulation benefit happens. Perform 20 to 30 slow rockers. As you get stronger, use less support from your hands. Slow the tempo even more, or add a slightly longer pause at each end of the movement. Within a few weeks, many people notice their feet feel warmer, their legs feel lighter, and their steps feel more confident, because the pump starts working again. At the end, These 5 wall exercises represent what rehabilitation specialists wish every adult over 60 would train. Not just movement, but circulation mechanics, stability, and control. Walking has its place, no doubt about it. Heart health matters. But if you want to reduce swelling, improve circulation, and stay steady on your feet, you need targeted movements that reactivate the muscle pump system. Start with just one today. Practice it for a few days until it feels comfortable. Then add one new exercise per week, moving up the list at your own pace. You do not need to do all 5 at once. Do them 2 to 3 times per week, and on the off days, even 1 minute of toe heel rocking can keep the system awake. If you feel tired, reduce the reps. Consistency matters more than intensity. If anything causes sharp pain, stop and choose a smaller range. These movements should feel steady and controlled, not painful. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 wall exercises are you most excited to try first? And have you ever been told just walk more is the only answer after 60? Share your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. And if you want more science-backed senior health tips you can do at home, check out our next video right here. Thanks for watching. Until next time.